again, Jim Dowson here, your guest presenter with the Daily Templar Report. And remember, nobody else brings you a daily report. Nobody else with any sense other than us, but I think very few people bring it anyway. Good news and bad news. The good news is, Nick's okay, but he forgot he's got a birthday party. I think it's one of his grandkids. And here's the funny thing. I actually forgot. I've got a birthday party today, right now, with one of my grandkids. I've got 10, I think Nick's got 9. Have I got 9? I don't know. I've got 9 or 10, Nick's got 9 or 10. So it's easy, we're getting old, we forget. So I've got to give a big shout out to my darling, darling wee cutie pie, best champion gymnastic person in Northern Ireland, little Scarlett, my granddaughter. God bless you, Scarlett. I'm giving you a shout out for your old pappy and very happy birthday. I'm sorry I can't be there, but I've got all these people all over the world who watch this and have to hear the word of God, and sometimes we've got to give of ourselves, but I'll see you either maybe tomorrow. Okay, darling, you have a lovely day. God bless you, and remember and thank God and your mother and father for giving you birth and looking after you. God bless you. Wee Scarlett. Okay, that's get me off the hook for a wee while. So Nick's not on today because he's like me, he's forgot what he's doing. And I can't remember the name of his grandkid. If you tell me, Mr. Griffin, because I seen you in there skulking about a minute ago. I can't remember. Anyway, if you tell me, I'll give them a shout. Sophie, maybe? Sophie? Happy birthday, Sophie. Right, so that's what happens when you get old and you breed. You have lots of grandkids and the whole thing gets very confusing. Right, as I told you yesterday, we're going through those Proverbs. Oh, by the way, I must say, before we go into that, like the video, click subscribe, press the bell, comment below, and share. Yesterday, we done the big 24 hours, $200 in your pocket, money off, life membership, because we've got this horrible bill in to pay for all this stuff outside, which is driving me insane, and it's rained all day, so the professionals couldn't get near it. I'm getting very frustrated with it, but patience is a virtue. Sophie, God bless you, Sophie. Yes, that's Nick's granddaughter. Well done. Excellent. You better get off here soon and get to the party, Mr. Griffin. Now, you've been in as much trouble as I am in. But yes, we done that yesterday to help pay for that. May I say, what an incredible, unbelievable, magnificent response we had. Unbelievable. People come out of the woodwork from everywhere. You've only got another 3 hours left and it's over. It's gone. So you have 3 hours left. The link's there. It's gone in 3 hours. So don't be silly. Don't miss out. It's there. And God bless everybody who responded, because when I say it was an incredible response, I mean incredible. We were actually very worried and thinking, oh dear, we're going to have to speak to HQ and tell them to bail out. No, you guys responded in kind. And thank you ever so much. But remember, there's 3 hours going, so don't miss out. It's 200 quid in your pocket. You don't want to miss that out, none these days. So get it ordered. If you haven't done it, it's there. The link's there. And get sorted out. And again, all that money is going directly to our chapel. And I said this week we're releasing the to book your place in the Chapel of the Glorious Dead. Now, although this priory is called the St. Donard Priory, the chapel itself is the Magdalene Chapel. Our chapel here is called the Magdalene Chapel. It's the Chapel of our Glorious Dead. And your name can be in there, and we're doing the bookings this week. We haven't got the page up yet. There's a lot of work going into it, because there's a big scroll that your family get and all the stuff that's to be arranged, because there's only one courier. I think it's UPS that removes ashes and things like that. So I need to give you all the details about that. And you also have to inform your family or attorney or both that on your death, let us know so we can send that to your family so they know where you're going, and they have got to send your whatever remains, even if it's locket here, to us. So we're working on all of that. It's quite confusing, but there we are. Let's get into Proverbs here. Yeah. I remember if you cannot pay in full, you can pay in part and secure your place, all right? Because we don't want just the rich cats to be secured. We don't want that. We're not about that. We're the poor knights of Jerusalem, and we want to make sure everybody, regardless if you're the richest or the poorest, can afford a place in there. And your remains will be in there for all eternity. Well, until the Lord returns. And, we'll be singing the chants in there every day, 365 days a year. We'll have the red light on, we'll have the candles on, we'll have the services in there, all the rest of it, and you'll be there. Well, you won't be there, you'll be dead, but you know what I mean. And in the chapter house, the big, great book will have your stuff in it, and you must supply us, I think it's actually about 1,200 words of the message you want your relatives to see, whether it be in 50 years or 100 years. When they open that book and look up your name, What do you want to say to them? So you will be given a page in that book so you can speak to them down through the mists of time and reach out to your blood in 100, 200, 300 years. I find that blows my mind. And you make sure you give them a good message. You better believe it. But remember, they'll be staying in the priory and all that, so you don't know how they're going to change. Brilliant. Ryan McGinley, God bless you, brother. Excellent. Ryan's just joined up, taking advantage. I might have known Irishmen or Scotsmen, they're the first ones in. Any talk about saving money, did you notice that, brother? Techie, brother. Any talk about saving money, the jocks and the Irish, straight in. Typical. Anyway, we're wise people. We're wise people. But imagine it. Imagine in 100 years' time, your great-great-grandson comes to see, where's my great-great-grandfather? Where is he? He's in this Magdalen Chapel. Where's that? Ireland. Comes here, stays in the priory. You imagine the impact that's going to have on him. And he might be a rogue, he might be a rascal, he might be having a hard time in life, he might be struggling with the faith. Well, if he comes and stays with Templars and sees all that, maybe the best thing ever happened in his life. So there's so much at stake here. I can't wait to release this. I can't wait. Anyway, let's get into money. Ryan McGinley, money's tight. Good man yourself, Ryan. Oh, you got to the Celts. If there's a pound or a buck to be saved, the Celts will be all over it. God bless you, Ryan, and welcome on board, brother. Right, I want to read this wee bit in Proverbs, because remember, it's the Book of Wisdom of Solomon. It's 3,000 years of wisdom condensed into 31 chapters. You should read one every single day. Here we go, because I'm running behind. Verse 8, chapter 1. My son, hear the instructions of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay in wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil. Cash in thy lot amongst us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way of them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Amen. Wise words indeed. I just want to mark that because that really speaks to me. Yeah. We don't want to be in the company. Oh, the pen's busted. There you go. That's busted. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant passage. You know, God will bless this, the public reading of his own inspired, inerrant and infallible word. But what wise words, you know. Don't go with wicked people. We're judged by our company. So be very careful the company you keep. Or even the YouTubes you watch and all the rest of it, because there's some nutters out there, let's be honest. I want to bring you a wee story right away. Oh, hold on, let me see in here. I can't get through everybody, but let me just see who I see there. Les Androkovich, Joseph Taylor, Karen and Sharon, the Scorpions in, Malcolm Cook, Greg Howard, John Andrews, Mark Anthony Smith, Scott Rash, God bless you, Scott, how you doing? Nick, how you doing, Nick? TT Foley, good man yourself. Jonathan Bedeen, God bless you and your lovely wife. And I know Jonathan's looking forward to this, the Chapel of the Glorious Dead. I know you're just waiting there, Jonathan. Wee bit patient yet. Andrew McBride, God bless you. Colette Whitney, very lovely woman who encourages me great. Jake Liberty, Jake, God bless you. And that was an outstanding piece of work you done today. I was showing it just a wee while ago there. It's brilliant, excellent, well done, good brother. Who else we got? Jacob Lewis, William Mumford, William Petit from West Virginia, God bless you. Mr. Monkman as well is there. Robert Churside, hello, how you doing? Stuart Bowden, I'll keep going back to that. But I want to bring you a story, and I want to give you a word of wisdom and warning. Never go hunting with somebody as blind as me, because this happened to a guy, I think it was in Russia. He went hunting with his mate, but his mate's as blind as a bat, so he said to his blind mate, look, I'll go and make duck noises, you know, whack, 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 whack. You know the score with hunting. So this is him. This is the blind one. Yes. This is no. Right, this is the silly guy who went hunting with a blind guy. So this is. Are they seen this? Yeah. So there he is. That's how he looked. Okay. So his mate, he's away making duck noises and is leaving his blind mate to shoot the ducks. Well, this is what happened. I shouldn't have laughed. God forgive me. When you see the X-ray, look at the pellets in him. So his mate's so blind, he's quack, quack, well, boom, shot him in the face. Thank God in heaven, The young man is still alive and a lesson learned. Do not go shooting with somebody with glasses as thick as Coke bottles. It's not good, it's not healthy, and you will end up in trouble. So our thoughts and prayers go to that young man, that he would make a full recovery, and that wisdom would have been imparted with every one of those pellets that went into his skin. He's now a far wiser man. Thought he was his blind mate thought he was a duck. Shot him in the face. Dear me. Another 10 yards and I blew his head off. Now, talking about bad eyesight, this would explain my... I don't know if you've noticed this. This is a Harris tweed jacket. Look at this. Harris tweed with a saintly orb on it, made in the Highlands. Hand woven in the little cottages in the Isle of Harris. So that's it. But look what else I've got on. Everybody's laughing at me today. Can you see them? Can you see them? Yes. My yellow mustard trousers. That's... yeah. Yellow mustard trousers with my tweed jacket. Very Scottish indeed. And these trousers were bought as a joke for me. But I'm a Scotsman. I throw nothing out. So I'm wearing them. Get the value out of them. Yes. Right. Know what we're going to get into here. Wait a minute. I want to show you some videos now. We're on a theme now of mocking our enemies because they're crazy. And I want to show you some other stuff. Have a wee look at this. Have a wee look at this. Yeah, look at this.
What you guys doing? How come?
Fuck Donald Trump.
Huh?
Fuck Donald Trump.
Okay.
You filming me does nothing for me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There you go.
What are you gonna... It's not property.
Tell that to my buddy who had his sign ripped out.
Yeah, but that's his property. Oh my god, oh my god.
Well now, what is wrong with people when they just, a sign provokes such fury, rage and madness, and you want us to trust these people running a country? They're bonkers. Looney Tunes. They're off their heads. They need to be institutionalised and took away for some kind of psychiatric evaluation. They're mad. Start raving mad. And that's what we're putting up with. I don't see Trump supporters running about behaving in such an undignified and crazed way. I've never seen it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. There's always a nutter somewhere. But this seems to be epidemic levels with these left-wing people. Now, how many of you seen the debate last night between Sleepy Joe and President Trump? I'd be interested to put up on the screen there, type in, what did you think of it? Now, while you're doing that, because I don't play to the audience, you know I speak my mind, I'll tell you what I thought. I think Donald Trump has been ill-advised by some of his people around about him. Could be deliberate. A couple of things I noticed. We noticed the other day, our techie guy said, have you seen President Trump's website? It was horrific. Now, I don't know if they've changed it. I don't know. But 2 weeks ago, there was not one single Stars and Stripe on it. Not one national flag on the website. Now, my profession, before I get involved with this, my profession was very high-level marketing, political marketing, corporate marketing, all that stuff. So I know my stuff. I'm no mug. I understand marketing very, very well. And I couldn't understand it. I thought, I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something here. So I spent some time and we looked through it. And there was no national flag on it. No what you would call psychological images, trigger images that just evoke a certain emotion in you. There was none of them on the website. And I thought, wow, I mean, this is the most powerful man in the world who's a multi-billionaire. It's still the same. The website's still the same. If you go on to Donald J. Trump, what's the name of that website? DonaldJTrump.com. DonaldJTrump.com. I'm looking at the front page right now. There's not one single Stars and Stripes on it. There's not one bald eagle. There's not one, any of the symbols that immediately and subconsciously trigger your attachment to the cause, which marketing guys, if they're selling chocolate bars, there we go. Can you see it? If somebody's selling chocolate bars or soft drinks, pop, Coca-Cola, something like that, they use every image that can provoke in you a feeling of, I recognise this is okay. It's simple stuff for marketing guys to grasp. But for some reason, the people running the president's campaign, they don't seem to grasp it. Even Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe's got flags all over the place. And you know the red, white and blue bunting and all that stuff that you Americans love? It's everywhere on Sleepy Joe's. On Donald Trump's, scarce, if there at all. It really is bad. I mean, Sleepy Joe's got stars and stripes coming out his backside on his media presence. But, yeah, look, you see the difference? Can we show them a difference, yeah?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, here's Sleepy Joe's.
We've seen Trump's.
And you've seen Trump's. I mean, look at the difference. There's something all right, folks. I mean, look at this. It's just wall to wall on Biden's. And you know they're traitors. They hate that flag. They're quite happy to see their comrades burn it. But on the president's website, there's no sign of a flag. Very strange. So, let's see. What are people seeing? What people are saying about the thing? Don't know.
I don't know. I think the conversation took a different turn.
Did it? Right, okay. Well, I'd like to know what you think of the debate last night between the two of them. I personally, because remember, I'm interested in the whole psychological marketing angle, I personally thought it was not very good for the president. Yeah.
Simpsons granddad.
Yeah, Simpson's granddad.
Old man, yeah, as an old man.
Yeah. But I didn't like it. It's nothing to do with earpieces of that. The president sadly came across as somebody who was almost bullying Sleepy Joe. I would have took the tact if I'd been advising the president is mock him, make fun of him, and humiliate him through his dithering and stupidity and warbling nutcase maniac, almost demented behaviour. But the style that the president took, and I'm sure he was advised to do so, was one of very, very vicious, vitriolic, full-blown confrontation attack. I think if you were doing that with a young fella, if you were doing that with somebody maybe in their 40s or 50s, that's the tack to do. When you're doing that with Sleepy Joe, who's, 1 foot in the grave, it didn't come across very well. And President Trump also went for Sleepy Joe's son's dishonourable discharge due to cocaine use and all that. Really personal, nasty stuff. I don't know. I mean, people keep going on about busted with this wire in his coat. So what? It's nothing to do with it. None of that matters. People just look and see what they see. And what they seen was a rather bullish, hectoring, very personal attacking somebody's sons and all that. That's what the public see, and I think it will have done quite a bit of damage. I think it will have lost all the female votes because, females are quite sensitive to that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, TB Brewster, they're saying, relax, he's starting off soft. Soft? My criticism is he was far too harsh. Far too harsh. And people don't like it. Yeah. So the poll showed 48% for Biden, 41% for Trump. So there's not that much an undecided there, 3%. But I don't like it. Who's this there? Hank McGregor. Airdrie, famous for steel, Coatbridge, yep. For stealing. Coatbridge, famous for stealing coal. No, my mother's from Coatbridge. I'll have nothing said about it. My mother's from Sunnyside, and I'm an Airdrie man. So my mother's a good wee woman from Espyside, Sunnyside, Townhead area. Yes, and my cousins still live there. They drink in the Segton Bar and the old railway club and round in the hall, obviously. So leave off Coatbridge, but I know what you mean. Templar report. Gone. Some kind of weird trolling. All right, they're gone. Yeah, some nutters in the day. Good stuff. Yep. I think there's another one. Bleach. They're gone. Okay, so that's my opinion. I don't know what your opinion is on the debate. I didn't think it was a very good performance at all. I thought it was too aggressive. So let's hope that. But let's have a look at the website. Just think about that for a minute. I don't like to look at it, and I think there's somebody advising there that maybe hasn't got our interests at heart, because that is bizarre that you don't have national symbols all over something. You would have the eagle, you would have the flag, you would have battle scenes, you would have veterans, you'd have all of that stuff. You press every emotional button you can press, and I don't see it. It's not good. But I'm going to come to this in a wee minute. Remember, just before I forget, like the video, click subscribe, press the bell, comment below, and share. Now, I think the disappointment with Nick not being on today, I think we can get Nick on tomorrow. He'll just confirm it. He forgot about the birthday. Easy done when you're getting to his age. He's getting like Sleepy Joe, and he's got that many grandkids he can't remember. I'm the same because I've got a party that I'm supposed to be at now, but I'm here and because this is my duty. So we're all getting the same way. And remember, last night we did the big $200 off the life membership and all the stuff, the robes and all the rest of it, $200 off. It finishes now in 2.5 hours. You've only got 2.5 hours. Oh, you miss it. Already, Brother McGinley has took advantage of that. God bless you. I salute you. I salute you, Brother McGinley. Well done. Anybody else wanting it, don't miss out. Do it now. And remember, it's in part payments as well. So you don't even have to pay the whole thing up front. So it's reduced by $200 and in part payments. What else can we do? Because we want to help you to help us. Because we've got to get this chapel thing all sorted out and the resources financed. And we hope to do that through giving you something that then you get something in return. And we're all happy. God bless each and every one of you. Right, I want to go to Louisville. I'm fed up with this carry on, you know. Wait to hear this. This is quite a ridiculous story and quite outrageous. Louisville police major relieved of command after reportedly insulting protesters in email to other officers. Is this the major here?
I believe so.
Yeah. Look.
Is there a Thompson?
Yeah. Nice lady. Yeah. Bridget Hallahan.
No, that's a different one.
Different one, is it? Well, Major Bridget Hallahan, good Irish stock, has been relieved of command of the Louisville Metro Police Department 5th Division 2 days after the Louisville Courier-Journal newspaper obviously, reported that the Major had insulted rioters in an August email to other officers. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Can you insult rioters? Can you insult criminals? When did this become a thing? Seemingly it's a thing now.
It is.
Is this her? Well, what a lovely lady. We salute you. I'll even do a British salute. We salute you, Major Hallahan. God bless you. And can I just ask all the Templars on here, go and find out. You'll get an email address for the Louisville Metro Police Department 5th Division. Go and send some emails to them supporting that woman. Please, just come on. When you get off the show, it'll take you 10 minutes to find it. Send some emails. Be polite, be courteous, be Christian. And give them a bit of jip for what they've done to that woman. And express your loyal support for such a good, decent officer. Well, this is what she said. Interim Police Chief Robert Schroeder said that there were her personal opinions and do not represent the views of this department. Major Hallahan has accepted responsibility for her emails and is retiring, pushed out from the department effective October the 1st. Hallahan's email, Major Hallahan's email read, in part, I quote, "These Antifa and BLM people, especially the ones who just jumped on the bandwagon yesterday because they became woke," insert eye roll here, typical woman, "do not deserve a second glance or thought from us." She continued, "Our little pinky toenails have more character, morals and ethics than these punks have in their entire body." God bless this woman. God bless you, madam. I'm going to read that again. "Our little pinky toenails have more character, morals and ethics than these punks have in their entire body. Do not respond to them. If we do, we only validate what they did." God bless you, Major Bridget Hallahan. Fine woman of good Irish stock. And that's true. But she's been forced out of her job. She's been forced to retire. She doesn't look very old at all. Being forced to retire probably cost her hundreds of thousands of pounds in pension. Protests have been ongoing in Louisville and across the nation following the killing of Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman who was shot dead after her friend shot a police officer in her apartment in March. 2 officers were shot during what CNN called protests last Wednesday night. CNN, don't talk to me about them. CNN. You know, we have a place in Serbia and we have digital TV there, and they wake up in the morning, you put the news on because everyone else is in Serbian, we don't understand a word of it. So the only thing we've got in English is CNN. It's a curse. It's a curse. So you put it on at 7 a.m. Donald Trump caused the sinking of the Titanic. Donald Trump has caused the ice caps to melt. Donald Trump has caused the plague in Sudan. Donald Trump is responsible for black holes and all the rest of it. Oh dear. You ignore it. You go away and do what we do during the day. We come back at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, back to our place in Belgrade, and the TVs put it on, CNN again. Donald Trump is responsible for all the poverty in the world. Donald Trump's responsible for the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. So the whole day, They've just been ranting and raving about Donald J. Trump, their president. It's incredible. And CNN call these riots by violent, armed criminals protests. No, we have protests, and protests are good, and protests should be protected. What these people are doing is violent insurrection, and they should be treated. They should be treated accordingly. I'm just looking at some notes here about Major Hallahan. Hallahan confirmed to NBC News that she has sent the email adding that her law enforcement colleagues have been supportive of it. And so they should be. Every right-thinking American and British person, German person, Irish person watching this report today should go and try and get a message to Major Bridget Hallahan saying, God bless you, madam. We salute you, and you have given us encouragement. You have given us a great uplift that there are still decent people on the police. Well, she's not on the police anymore, of course, been forced to retire. But we need to rally around these people. You know, they've came for that woman. If you say nothing, who's going to be left when they come for you? And again, that's another reason why people should band together in the Templar order. So don't miss out on that special deal that's going. It's only an hour and a half, 2 hours left now. Do not miss out on it. I do not want people to miss out on it. Please go and do it, because we need to be one. In unity and unification amongst brothers and sisters of the same mind, we are strong. Unity is strength. Divided, we fall. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. It's very true. For UK, what's that saying there? Where did I go? I lost that. For UK ones, the Major is currently Chief Inspector, so for British folk, she's like a Chief Inspector. Big, high head honcho, and she's been forced to retire. Just for stating the obvious. For stating the obvious about these punks, these absolute trash bags who would use violence on the streets and burn businesses and burn people's cars and intimidate people with violence and even kill people. There's been people killed in these protests. Let's hope the riots don't start if this is what the protests look like. Well, there we are. It's terrible. Now, did Nick get back to his... Well, he can come on here tomorrow. Don't know. I think he will be. I think he will be on tomorrow, so I think we'll be able to get Nick on, okay? Now, immediately after this show, at 7 o'clock, Jada Franson's on, and I would recommend the two shows you watch are Jada Franson on the British Freedom Party. I think her brother will stick a link up. And there's another organisation, complete opposite ends of national politics, because... the other one I think you should always watch is Sean Ahern, the Irish Patriots. Now, they are obviously hardcore Irish nationalist Catholics. Jada Franson is a hardcore British nationalist. Funny enough, she's also a Catholic. So, and from an Irish background, who would have thought it? The most ferocious leader of the British right is from Irish Catholic stock from County Cork. God works in mysterious ways. There's wonders to perform. Not for us to question why, just for us to go along. So that's it. So we have Jada Franson, ferocious British nationalist, but not the slightest anti-Irish. And we have Sean Ahern, led by Niall McConnell. He's a Donegal man, ferocious Irish Catholic nationalist. I don't know if he's anti-British. I'd suspect because he's Irish, he probably is a wee bit. It's just in the DNA, and that's fine. I'm an Ulster Scot, and I'm even a wee bit anti-English, so we've all got a burden to bear. We've all got to be honest. So, yeah, so she's on in 30 minutes. Niall, I think, is on tomorrow. So always keep an eye on them. The two links are there. Have we got two? Have we got, yeah, we've got... We'll put the Sean Ahern link up as well. But these are serious people. These are good people. These are honest people. These are Christian people. These are very solid, old school. Nothing's appeared like this for 20 years in the West. These are decent, normal, good, God-fearing, grounded people. And both of them are terribly persecuted, and they stand up well under the strain. So it's our duty as fellow Christians, whether you're Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, makes no difference to me, to support these folk. Now, let me be very clear. The Templar...
Tuesday, Fridays and Sundays.
The Irish one's on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays, okay? And it's always 7 o'clock. Jada's on Mondays. I don't know. When is she on? I don't know. Don't know when Jada's on. But she's on the night anyway, so then I know that much. I don't know. Ask it yourself. But here's the thing. I want to explain to some. Ecumenism. I don't believe in ecumenism. The Templars don't believe in ecumenism. We have Roman Catholics. We started off as a Roman Catholic order. Most of our members are Roman Catholics. Not loyal to this Pope, I may add. But there's a huge amount of people, especially in the West, in Britain, Germany and America who are not Roman Catholics. They are Protestants, but confessional Protestants, real Protestants, Protestants who have theological books and all that stuff, and hierarchy. And in the East, we have Orthodox people, Coptic people, and all that kind of stuff. But we're not ecumenical. We do not want everybody to all dance around the maypole together and all start frequenting each other's churches. No. If you're a Catholic, be a Catholic. If you're a Protestant, be a Protestant. If you're Orthodox, be a Orthodox. But when the battle starts, we will stand in the trenches, just like every war, shoulder to shoulder. You don't say in the First World War, Battle of the Somme, oh, what religion are you? I'm not standing here with you. And there are a lot of religious kooks, nutties, crackpots, who say, I'm not taking nothing to do with that because there's Protestants in it, or there's Catholics in it, or grow up, go away, just go away and don't bother us. Because these type of people never do anything anyway. They just look for an excuse not to do anything. And they use, theological purity to assuage their guilty conscience. Well, we're not buying it. Anybody can stand with the Templars who's in Christ, and we don't want to persuade people to become this or that. No, be what you are. God's got you where you are. He'll take you wherever you're going. That's fine. But we stand together, shoulder to shoulder, against the foe. Because let me tell you something. The jihadis couldn't care less whether you're a Roman Catholic Christian, a Protestant Christian, or an Orthodox Christian. The jihadis are going to go for you anyway. They don't make any difference. It's the same with the authorities. They don't care. If they're going to persecute Christians, they'll persecute Catholic, Protestant and Orthodox. So we have to go over that. We have to be pragmatic, and we have to be grown up, and we have to be adult, and we must love one another. Remember the greatest commandment of all? Love one another. There's enough people to hate without hating each other. So have no more about it. Well, that's all from me. God bless each and every one of you. Again, I want to remind you what a great job he's done for us yesterday out there, but don't miss out. There's only about 2.5 hours left, 2 hours left, whatever it is for that amazing special deal. Do not miss out. The links are up there. Get it done. It helps us. It helps yourself. And especially these tight times, it's well worth doing. And that's it. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be back here with Mr. Griffin. And we will be free of grandchildren's birthday parties. And we shall have a very good discussion. Mr. Griffin's got a really good piece of work worked out on why the left support paedophilia. It's amazing. You need to hear it. So we'll hear about it tomorrow, God willing. But until then, remember, stick close to God. You won't go far wrong. Deus Vault.